If you enjoy the content I make, please like and subscribe. I help men become the best versions of themselves by providing them with the raw and honest reality of today's dating market. I took today's topic from an article. Things got worse for her and regret began to crush her soul. So Karen told Matthew she might look back and realize she made the biggest mistake of her life. She did not believe this at the time. She just told him this to make him feel better, and girls do this all the time. You can't put promising men on the ice and expect them to return. Matthew had just started law enforcement training when Karen dumped him, but he's likely now a detective making more money and will have a good pension when he retires. Matthew didn't wait for Karen, nor should he have, fast forwarding through how they met.
We come to the housing market crash, which was the beginning of the end. Struggling should have brought us closer together, and at first, it did, but as time went on and my magazine career and salary advanced, I started to resent Matthew as he drifted from one dead-end job to another.
She still loved him, but she began to resent him. Matthew was the same age as Karen, but he hadn't reached his earning potential. Men don't make much until their 30s. Matthew didn't earn much, and Karen's hypergamy nagged. Matthew was this guy, and unfortunately for him, he didn't realize his relationship was over before it began. And neither did Karen. The frequency of intimacy had dwindled and nights out together were rare. She continues,
I stopped appreciating the little things he did, like leaving romantic notes on the pillow or scouring secondhand bookshops for novels. He knew I'd love it. He was my best friend. Yeah, I took him totally for granted after festering for weeks about his shortcomings. I told Matthew I was leaving. We spent hours talking and crying as he tried to convince me to stay, but I was adamant.
So now we come to what always happens in this situation. Women never leave a relationship until they've started another one first. This is their standard operating procedure. There are two immutable truths about women in 2021. A woman never has the strength to leave a man if she doesn't have another one waiting in the wings. This is why Karen was adamant when she broke up with Matthew. She'd already started another relationship. I've never heard of a woman dumping a guy and not having another to swing to. Miss Crosshair is no different. Women don't have self-resolve or self-motivation. They can't achieve anything without a support system or safety net. This includes breaking up with their boyfriends and husbands. What's the support system of choice for Western women?
Matthew and I remained close, even telling each other about new relationships. But though I dumped him, I never felt the women he met were good enough. I can see how I was acting out of jealousy. I wanted to keep him for myself. After I left him in 2000, he found a serious girlfriend. Sarah called Matthew after his 34th birthday for guidance, but he instructed her not to call again. I hated that Matthew put another woman before me. How dare she come between us? I wanted Matthew back, but felt upstaged by Sarah.
They don't want you, yet nobody else can have you. Matthew replies, enough of this crap. This woman crushed my heart to hook up with anything with a smile rubbing in my face, and now she's got the nerve to call me up and air me out. He hung up and never called again.
Within a year of meeting Richard, we were engaged and purchased a farmhouse in the Norfolk countryside, where I continued my journalism career while commuting to London. We toured the country with his renowned band. I believe I'd discovered the thrill and love I sought, but Matthew was always on my mind, and Richard grumbled that I constantly compared them.
Gentlemen, if this doesn't show you that the worse you treat today's women, the better they treat you, nothing will. This woman had a devoted man who wanted to marry her and start a family, and she left him. She then got with a man who repeatedly cheated on her, and she stayed with him for 3.5 years. In the end, he left her, not the other way around. That's it for today. I read every single comment under my videos, so share your stories and suggestions. Like this video and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.